As we know, time travel is by default enabled for all the user accounts irrespective of Snowflake edition. And we also talked about data retention time in days property in the previous lecture. So let's see how we can set this property and how to alter it. Let's run this query. And we can see employees table has been created under employee underscore perm data. Let's expand this. And we can see this table which have 0 rows as of now. Now after setting this property, we can check by running show tables. We can expand this. It is showing for employees table, it is a permanent table, and you can see retention time is 90 days. Now let's try to set the property beyond 90 days. As we know, for permanent tables, we can set the property up to 90 days, and which is the maximum time allowed for time travel. Let's try to set it by 95 days. You can see it is giving us an error which says it exceeds the maximum allowable retention time of 90 days. Once the property has been set to the employees table as 90 days, we can also alter it by running alter statement. We can run alter table employees, and now we can set the data underscore retention underscore time in days is equal to 30, or it can be any number from 0 to 90 days. Now let's again run show tables and see the updated number of retention time period. And yes, retention time has been updated to 30 days. Now let's see if retention period is changed for account or individual objects, then retention period will be changed for all the lower objects as well, unless they are explicitly set. What does it mean? It means that once you create a database with specific number of retention time, and then you create a schema under that database, so by default the retention days property will be inherited from the parent database, which means the same number of retention time in days property will be set for that schema as well, and respectively all the tables under that schema. Let's check this by running these queries. First of all, I'm creating a new table which is employee underscore new. This is also a permanent table, and refresh. So this table has been created, and let's also insert some values in it. 8 rows has been inserted now. Let's check what is there if I run show tables. We can check that retention time for employees underscore new, which is the middle one, the property has been set for 90 days. Now we can try to create a transient table in the same schema and a temporary table and check what is the retention time for these tables. We have created 3 tables now: employees underscore new, employees underscore temp, and employees underscore transient. You can see that retention time for the employees underscore new, which was the permanent table, as it can be seen under the kind column, the property is 90 days. However, for temporary it has been set to 10 days, and for transient it is just 1 day. As we know, the maximum retention time for temporary tables and transient tables is 1 day. You can see for transient it has set to 1, but for temporary it has set to 10. Let's understand why. If I check show schemas, you can see for this schema employees underscore perm, the retention time is 10. So temporary table has inherited the property from its schema. But anyhow, we know that the maximum retention time is 1 day, then why it has shown us that it is 10 days. To check it clearly, we can also access its metadata by going into demodb.informationschema.tables, where table schema is employees underscore perm. Let's again check the same table. It is employee underscore temp under this schema. You can see it is a local table, local temporary table, and is not transient. This means this is the temporary table which was showing the retention time as 10 days. But now you can see that retention time here, it is showing as 1 day. So if you run show tables, it will show the by default property of the retention time that it has set from the inherited parent schema. But if you check the actual metadata, which is under information schema dot tables, then you will able to see the actual retention time for respective tables. By default, it has set to 0 days, but for transient, it is 1 day. You can also increase the retention time for temporary table up to 1 day. We can now alter the schema and change the retention time up to maybe 55 days. Run it and then again check show schemas. And you can see the retention time is set to 55 days. And if I run this again, the retention time has not been changed because the tables were already created under the schema and it inherited the property which was there before updating this new retention time for this schema. I hope this concept is clear to you. Now in the next lecture, we will see how to query the results from the history of the tables.